Yeah, welcome to the movies, at least. Oh, we might not. Oh, yeah, you can. I'm just in luck. Aha. Nice little sneaky spot. What does it say?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Welcome to the first and so far only mall I have captured in the state of Nebraska. This mall has very little coverage on it and basically has no competition around it. However, is a vintage specimen of the 80s, as you can see, and is a wonderful little small town mall. Welcome to the Uptown Scottsbluff Mall in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, formerly known as the Monument Mall. Let's take a walk through this wonderful vintage specimen of the 80s as we discuss its history and situation. To begin with the history, Monument Mall would open its doors in Scottsbluff, Nebraska in 1986, with a Walmart, JCPenney, and Herberger's as its original anchors. The interior of the mall would consist of up to 40 inline tenants and would even hold a small format Sears store. The mall would be located directly off of US 26, right next door to an existing Kmart, and would be the only indoor mall within a 100-mile radius, with the next closest mall being in Cheyenne, Wyoming. The mall wouldn't be very big, but would still hold many mainstays such as Buckle, GNC, Regis Hair Salon, Maurice's, and several others. 1996 would see a Carmike Cinemas be added to the rear of the mall, and a standalone Target would be built directly across the street from the mall, turning this area of Scottsbluff into a central retail corridor for the town. And it seemed as if Monument Mall would have a successful start, but more changes would happen going into the 2000s. In October 2002, Walmart would opt to relocate to a larger supercenter down the road and would close their location at Monument Mall. The space would not get filled in for a decade, and this would cause the mall to struggle as many tenants would leave the mall with the loss of Walmart, such as the small format Sears, Maurice's, Radio Shack, and several others. And by the 2010s, Monument Mall would be down to around 50% occupancy, and things would only get worse when in 2012, JCPenney would close their location at Monument Mall. However, around the same time, the former Walmart would start getting subdivided for new spaces, and in 2013, Dunham Sports and Hobby Lobby would fill in the majority of the Walmart space, with the rest of it getting filled in later on by a Dollar Tree. 2014 would see Texas-based Rockstep Capital take over for management, and they would see Applebee's open up in the mall in 2015 after they relocated from their old location, and they would try to fill in some of the old vacancies with locally owned shops. However, this wouldn't be enough, as even the nearby Kmart would close in 2016. 2018 would see Herberger's close their doors at Monument Mall, as the entire Bonton chain would close all of their locations. This would be a major loss, and even though part of the space would get filled in 2019 with a Harbor Freight tools, they would not use mall access. 2020 saw the lockdown happen due to the pandemic, and when the mall reopened, Rockstep Capital would end up changing the mall's name from Monument Mall to Uptown Scottsbluff for a whole company-wide focus on making their malls more of a community hub. The mall currently has a few name brand stores, a few locally owned shops, as well as an Applebee's and a movie theater. The future is certainly unknown for the Uptown Scottsbluff Mall, as redevelopment has been in the talks, so only time will tell what the future is for this property.
Uptown Scottsbluff is one of those hidden gems I'm so glad I got to visit. This mall was filled with so much 80s charm, and those brick planters were really awesome. Even though this place was pretty small, it was nice to walk around, and it made this mall feel a lot more cozy to walk through. It's sad to see this mall dying, but I'm really glad I got to visit this mall.
Uptown Scottsbluff has been on my radar for a while to cover on the channel, and I am so glad I got to visit this place. As I walked through the halls, it was really quiet, although I will add that this footage was recorded about 20 minutes before the mall closed for the night, and oh my gosh, the 80s aesthetics here. All the plants around the place, those bricked planters, those pillars around the mall, those planters above the storefronts. This place had so much 80s charm. Even the skylights here were awesome. I'm so glad I got to cover this time capsule, and I really hope this mall can sustain itself as a community center for the Scottsbluff region. However, I did see some news that redevelopment could be happening, so I still hope for the best of this property, that it can last at least a little bit longer, but we'll see what happens. Overall, I'm so happy I got to visit this place, and this will remain as one of my favorite malls I've visited. The 80s charm here is just awesome. However, I can see why this mall failed, because it is literally located kind of in the middle of nowhere. Pretty much all my drive down here was literally middle of nowhere side roads, and there's a Walmart a few miles up the road and Target right across the street, so it is sad to see this place failing, and I wish I could go back and see this place in its heyday, but I still hope for the best with this mall and the community. And with that, I would like to thank you all for watching my video tour of the Uptown Scottsbluff Mall in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, originally the Monument Mall. I'm really glad I was able to visit and capture this 80s time capsule. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, as it greatly helps support the channel. And whilst you're at it, please be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so more videos like this can come to more viewers like you. I have a lot more mall content coming to the channel very soon, with a lot more malls you're not going to want to miss. So please be sure to subscribe for more content to come your way. I have an Instagram as well linked in the description with sneak peeks of future videos coming to the channel. Alright everyone, with that, take care, stay awesome, and have a blessed day. I will see you all in my next video.